Howdy, folks, and welcome back to Satisfactory with Pancake the Paladin, episode 17. A lot has happened since we talked last. We're still here, but I think I did a math, and I did one singular math, and I think it's been 8 hours of game time that I have played since I saw you last. Lots of stuff has happened. So, first, we built our blueprinter machine room thing right over here, but we noticed, oh, I never put the supports back on it. Well, that's something we can do right now. I noticed that what's his name, the mana, our flying manta ray friend, I always hit so many buttons, was clipping into our lovely building. And so, oops, we decided to move the building. And I tried to move it like just a little bit to one side or just a little bit to the other, and it didn't work. So we just took a whole turn. And this building is going to be big enough. Hey, lizard doggo. Hi, excuse me. Thanks. Is going to be big enough to support this and whenever we need to upgrade this to a Mark II, that will be able to fit in here. Now, what I don't know, and I don't think is, that's gonna have to go, huh? We'll zoop you down so I can see. I don't think it's gonna be able to support a Mark III. I don't think I built it quite that big. So I think that'll be okay. Mark III is a big thing. I don't even know if we're going to be building anything big enough to require a Mark III. Up there. And then, no, I missed my support. Can you go underneath? Please, thank you. Next we need to use our same swatch. Oh, those will change color. Do I need to do this whole floor like that? I'm gonna have to. That's okay. I didn't know the floor would change color. Love it. Anyway, we moved it. It doesn't clip when our manta ray friend flies through. It's close. Within probably inches. But it doesn't clip, which is excellent for us. Wall. There we go. Now we want to put a cover right there, and then use our customizer to change that color, and then we can just copy this and run it, loop it all the way around. After we moved this, I decided that I'm gonna have to come out and around, aren't I? That's okay. I'll run across. Or I'll fly across. We decided to utilize the new blueprinter. Run all the way down. Is that just out of my reach? There we go. And we created some new blueprints. We created nothing with roads. We have did we have the power tower stations last time? I have a little stand with our power towers on there. I don't remember if we did. But we created just some standard floors. So like if I'm creating a bunch of space, I can just put down, boom, a 4x4 floor. I have them at 2 meters tall and 1 meter tall. I didn't do a 4 meter, and I don't have a reason as to why. Can I go under? Nope. No, I can't. Oh, my feet. Hey, manta friend. There we go. You're gonna see. Can I not? There we go. I think I was squatted down after being hit by a car. You're gonna see. My light's still on. It gets so close, but doesn't. Why? Yeah, it's probably feet, I guess, not inches, but still. He's close. Next, like I said, we utilized the blueprint to create those, and then I also created a single wide, or a single um, conveyor piece. So like we don't need a whole super highway if we're running just one conveyor somewhere. So I have a single wide conveyor right here. We'll turn it. So now it's just kind of a pillar. It'll be able to run power. It has some light on the inside, and it's awesome. And in 1.1, they added the ability to connect blueprints if at all possible. So if I change my build mode to auto connect, you'll see. I can do this from like above or something, so I can actually see what's happening. You'll see like so, it tries to connect to stuff. So you can see that I put it in place, and then there's a little chain link showing that it is connecting to the next in line, so that the conveyors will automatically connect. So that's a fun one. I added some lighting here on the inside of our storage area. Again, I just went with the same kind of light situation. What is hanging down from there? Oh, the stairs are poking through. That's annoying. Please, I would like to walk. Thank you. I used the same signs that I did for this backlit wall to get light into here. I redid this situation so I can actually get from the bottom of the top with relative ease. I enclosed, as you can see, the two bridges that are going to be just the conveyor bridges between the two, or between all of the situations, which we're going to get into that here in a minute. Get excited. You can see I covered those up like so. And finally, no, not finally, there's more. I came to the decision, which is a dumb decision. I came to the decision that this is all in too tight. And I think we need to make this building bigger. And I know that's going to be a ridiculous amount of time, but I think it needs done to make myself feel better. Make this kind of seem like a walkable factory, because right now it super isn't, especially when we get back to here. I think we're going to increase the floor area of the top and maybe even the bottom. I don't know. Instead of doing that, I might just take this group of 12 and move them up so there's a more defined like separation, because these are pretty close to these, but you know, maybe not. We might not need to do that. Oh, I was going to put a support here. So I should do that while we're talking. Speaking of these power towers and power poles, I also did a good amount of exploring, because as you can see on our right hand side here, we do have a task of increasing power. Coal power location base 2. We kind of need more power. So I have scouted out a location. Oh, I can do that over here. All right, this will be done off camera. No, it won't. I can chat. Oh, hey, also, that's the next thing. Anyway, we have coal power location base location number 2 needs to happen. You, because we're running up. We're not all the way out of power, obviously, but we're running up on it. And so I was going to end up with a second location for coal power anyway. So I just went ahead and scouted it out, because I was relatively certain I knew where it was going to be. And I am correct. Also, deforestation. And so I went ahead and I ran power up to where that would be, so we can get that started sooner as opposed to later. Oh wow, nice. Why did that not go? That was weird. And my wife was around when I recorded last episode, and every time I yelled deforestation, she got mad at me. So I might yell deforestation even more this time, or less. But we have our location. If you go to our map, you can see I did some exploring up here, and using, what is the add-on called? Cartograph, we can see where we've built. And we have power running all the way up here to where full power number 2 is going to be, right down in here. And while I was doing that, I did some exploring and gathering, and I got a bunch of Mercer spheres, and I got a bunch of sloops, and I got a few hard drives, and I got a lot of slugs, and I got a lot of remains. So we have plans for those, which is what we're going to do first with our sloop run. Finally, what I did was I completed coverage of the conveyor superhighway. With our blueprint we looked at last time, everything we have that is conveyor superhighway or conveyor superhighway adjacent is now covered like so. And I have added supports so it is supported, so it's not going to fall down in the Minecraft physics and Minecraft gravity, because things definitely fall down and don't just float. Don't look over there as I'm talking about this. But I did that. So, is my light on? My light is always on. Oh, and I also added this little storage guy. I was able to get it to sit up like this by making a foundation beneath it, and it was like a 2-meter foundation, and then this sat on top of it, and I was just gonna leave the foundation, honestly, but then I saw both sides were hanging over the edge, and it put these little things down on its own, so I left it that way. So that way, oh, can I not slide? Oh, I could. I'm just dumb. So I left it here, so that way I could quickly access those things, both from the equipment workshop and anything I need for the MAM I can come grab. Speaking of the MAM, we have stuff to do in the MAM. We have 20. Grab these and these. We have 20 Mercer spheres. And what I'm going to do with those, let's see, where are alien technology? Well, actually, look at that. My plans have already changed. While out exploring in the world, I did pick up some computers, and I could now get the remote manual depot uploader. Let's unlock that.
Manual depot uploader unlocked. Storage dimension and pocket dimension now connected both ways and stable. Parts can now be uploaded to the storage dimension directly from the inventory. Note: the storage dimension now understands the boundaries of the pocket dimension and recognizes the distinction between matter belonging to the Pioneer's inventory and matter belonging to the Pioneer.
The window within the window within the shallows within the deep, curling around itself separately, echoes strangely.
I'm sure strange is the correct term for what this must feel like to you.
So now we can drop anything here and it will upload. So what don't I have? I can take Noblest. Boom. And they will upload. So now I have Noblest. Even though there is nowhere that I am putting those in the depot, I now have them. I will now have access to them here, which is great. Why is that number not changing? Oh, it is. Just slowly. With my remaining 17, I can increase the depot, what's the word? Storage, and get another stack, or I could do upload speed. And I was going to do both because I had 20 and it cost 20 to do both. But we're just going to do expansion instead of both. because I think it's more important to have our pocket dimension connected to our depot dimension, whatever it was called, storage dimension.
Dimensional expansion increased to 400%. Parts can now be stored as elementary particles in a hyperdense deconfined state. Normally I'd explain the basic science, but I don't think this one can be simplified enough for you to understand.
Thanks.
We composed a growth song, but you composed a shrink song, so we remain silent. The dance of your bones and organs and veins amuses us.
I understand. Seeing the pioneer perform tasks also amuses me.
Thank you. There's also been lore that I'm not gonna lie, I didn't record while I was exploring. There was lore that came from picking up orbs and sloops to where they did more talking to one another. Oh yeah, I got one of these, so I can go ahead and get this one. They did more chatting with each other, and they're trying to learn about each other, and I think they're in love. That's just me. Next, Caterium. I need... Oh, I didn't do that yet. Ooh-ah. Need 10 AI limiters. Oh, hey. I can do a bunch of stacks of these, too. 2, 3... We can do 4 stacks now? We can do 4 stacks. Since I don't have an AI limiter... What's it called? Depot. Dimensional depot. But we want to do these next. Smart splitters. And we can talk about why after Ada is done talking to us about them.
Smart Splitter unlocked. The Smart Splitter offers advanced settings that can improve conveyor belt logistics.
Oh, that's it? We have number 1 on our list on the right hand side is Sloop Room. Because that's what we're going to use Smart Splitters for the most part. So let's do... There was one more in the Caterium tree we could grab. It was here. Hold on. Don't go in there. Try again. Here we go. Power switch. Not gonna lie, I don't really use... I could get a programmable splitter, I think. Sorry. I don't really use the power switch much, but just to unlock everything, it's good to have, I think.
Power switch unlocked. Fixit is proud to announce that the power switch facilitates power grid management through the application of the very latest advances in on-off switch technology. Fixit. It's fun to have power.
It sure is. So what we're gonna do next is a sloop room. And I think we're gonna end up moving this in there as well. We can get rid of these. I want to have a room dedicated for... Let's see, I want to zoop this across, but I am actually going to do... Oh, this isn't even, was it? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah. 1, 2, 3, blank, blank. So you and you. We are going to end up doing some clipping through these walls, but it's going to be worth it, I think. As I say that out loud. But first, is it under walls? It is. I also unlocked some automated gates, which I enjoy a lot. Because then you just walk up to these and they go zoop, zoop. And you can make them look even cooler. So like if we do, I don't know why I keep feeling the need to turn my light on, but first of all, we're going to put one of these. Is this a double side? You're a double side. Right above, right here. Wait, no, in the middle. And then you will run to over this one, and then you can be gone. Bye-bye. What was I saying? I think these look cool. You can run, make it look more like an official thing. Run that through here, and then... Oh, no, not there. We'll do this first. Up, up, up. And then if I do a beam connector, that's what it is. And then I'll actually, you do this, there. And then I will change the color of those to just I thought these look good white. It really makes the door kind of stick out from where you are. So now we have our sloop room. How many sloops do I have? I need them all. This is where we're going to see our first instance of smart splitter technology. Also, we're saving our hard drives because we want to have our next like tier. I think the next alt recipes I really want are going to be around fuel. And so for fuel, we will want to have those. Our alt recipes ready to go. This is fine. Not what I wanted, but it worked. So now, this is what we have this blueprint for. So we're going to be laying a bunch of floors. We can just beat-up and hit it with another. Hit it with another. Please? Why do you do this to me? I need to extend these lights over. I gotta run back up. But the smart splitters will read the part that is coming through. And so we can tell it, you know, oh, if you see this certain thing, run it in for us, please. Because we need it to go through here. And if it is not one of those things, send it through. And I will be able to be more explanatory with that here in a sec. I can't. Darn. That means these are ones. These are ones. Okay, that's fine. I have the technology. Run this over. Oh, and it works because it's 4x4. I was worried because I thought it was going to be too many. But then I remember this is a 4x4 because our Mark 1 machine is a 4x4. Our Mark 1 blue printer. If I would remember to finish my thoughts here. Our Mark 1 blue printer is a 4x4. I could probably find a spot to do this without like having to nudge everything, but it's how I want to do it. Next, we have our logistics organization. Here we go. Storage container. We're going to have one here, which I'm going to have flip through this wall just a bit. And then we'll have another one in the next spot. And it should flip through the wall a little bit as well. There we go. What we're gonna do with these is we're gonna use this is in lineup. Son of a. It's okay. It's okay. No one's mad. It just takes time to do things. There. Right? Yeah. So what we're gonna have this here. Let's put up a sign. Square sign? Yeah, square sign. This sign. We're gonna select the icon. That's equipment. Art. I want power shards. Select, and I want just that. This is going to house our power shard. And how are we going to open that up to be able to contain our power shards? That's where the smart splitter comes into play. In here, first of all, let me put what shards we have. In here, we want this sign to just be some text. And this is going to be, let's see, this, and this is, please. adventure dump point, maybe is the wrong word. Let's go adventure processing. Adventure processing is much better. And then what color do I want? Oh, we have our presets, right? Let's have this be our matte purple. And this background be our steel gray. Select. How's that look? It didn't stay because I did something. And this is adventure processing. And then the colors. I actually think it might look better if this is the purple and this is the green. That does look better. There we go. Adventure processing. And so now the background of your sign also needs to be that purple. That purple. Select. There we go. And so we will take our not our shards. We'll take our animal remains. We'll take the stinger remains or the hatcher remains or anything, as well as the slugs, and we will just dump them in here. And then from here, we're gonna have how many constructors will this take? So we're gonna go. Oh, I have this backwards. This one's fine. This one was backwards because this needs to be the out over here. Oop. Anyway, so then those things are going to come out of here and then they'll run through some. Oh, we can actually have it be like a back-to-back. Is that going to work? Where is 8? 8. So run back to, let's see, we'll need room in the back. Run to here. We don't want that actually lined up. We want the next down. So this would be 1, 2, 3, 4 for remains. And then 3 for slugs. And then we have our smart splitter here. Conveyor splitter, smart splitter. I don't have rotors. Okay, that's fixable. I don't have rotors in my dimensional storage. So what we can do is, we don't have enough space. Get rid of this. Get rid of this. And put a depot. And I don't have, I knew I should have put those in my storage. That's all I use them for, mostly. Come here, you. You also go in storage. Well, actually, here. After I create my thing. Then go in storage. Now. There we go. So rotor's back in. Have a Mark III belt. Because I don't remember if I've talked about this. There we go. Because my Mark III belt is like the highest speed that you can really, whenever you finally get your dimensional upload leveled up all the way, it will upload at less than 270. Where is it? It uploads at 240. So that is why I have that set in that manner. So that way we can, what's the word? That way we can be ready for the future, essentially. So next, let's try again. We'll have our smart splitter here. We'll have 1, 2, 3 of these. So now this could end up getting backed up. I don't think it will. We're just going to have Mark I belt, which is okay. Boom and boom, and then you will come in from there. So then you can tell the splitter on the left, send a blue slug, and on the right, send hatcher remains, and on the front, send overflow. It's important to have overflow selected for the the one you want to run on. Because when I first was learning how to use smart splitters, if I put any on this, it will, if for some reason, like it hits a backup, like it's stuck here, it will not, or I guess it'll send both. That's what it was. It'll treat it like a standard splitter for the specific hatcher proteins. So it would come through, and if it was any that went out, it would go hatcher, 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 hatcher. But instead, if you go overflow, it'll only send hatchers on if this is backed up. I'm relatively certain that's how that works. So now we want to set this for the rest of these. So I want this to be yellow slug, this to be overflow, and this to be hog remains. And then here we want purple slugs. Then forward, we'll send spitter remains, and to the right, we'll send stinger remains. So now, anything that comes from my adventures will come out of here, and then they will get sent into here. So we'll have hatcher remains come through there. Oh, and I need to give them their sloop. This will be our hog remains and our sloop. This was stinger, right? Yeah. Stinger remains and our sloop. Then we will have, what was the last one? Spitter remains and our sloop. Then we'll do the same for slugs. Purple's on the end, yellow in the middle, and blue at the end, at the other end. Cool. So now we won't have these powered on, but I didn't grab the thing. So when those power on and they'll work, so I can come in, I can grab all of this, give this, these, that. I can now come and put these in adventure processing, and they'll start going. Sort. There we go. Now we'll have, you can see a couple of different things. So it should, our smart splitter should work as intended. Now you can see everything from our adventures are coming through. Come on. So then the first three should go on, and then the blue slugs should go that way. So we should see stinger, hog, yellow slug. Oh no, there's the blue slug. There's our yellow slugs. And then our hog remains came out, our stinger remains went on. Stinger remains go over here. You to miss. Oh no, wait, this is a problem. I did this wrong. Wait, stop. Everyone stop what you're doing. It's sending overflow out because I... dang it. Overflow. Because I made a boo-boo. You need to power things on first. So then this should be... what was it? This should be spitter remains. I made a boo-boo. I didn't power these on. My bad. So let's not do this yet. Go ahead and put these back in. Boom, 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 boom. I guess we can power stuff on. There's nothing saying we can't. Is there? No, there's not. You will come and bring a, let's see, a number 2 power line. Oh, that was a number 2. Here. We'll run a second one to the other side in the same line. And then eventually we will enclose this in. There we go. But we're not quite done with this yet. These will just come back to... Alright, there we go. So now we should be good to send them on. Boy, thick. And everything is slooping, which is beautiful. Now we're gonna need to make another. Let's see. We're gonna need to make another connection. So actually, we'll run this around first to get here. We need our standard merger. Comes out this way for all of our power shards that are coming from these. Which, if I did my math correctly, I think I'm gonna end up with like close to 150 to 200 more power shards, which is just delightful. This makes 15 a minute. This makes 20 a minute. 25 a minute, or 60 a minute isn't going to be a problem. But yes, these will come through. And so how many power shards do we have now? 41. I'm going to hang on to these just so I can see how many we end up with. Now we have these coming in, and so then we'll need another constructor right here, I think. We'll need our mergers. Are you in line? Are you? I think so. And I'll move it if not. And then just merge right into here. Hiya, hiya, hiya. Hiya, and hiya. This bad boy will be our DNA capsule machine. I think this can get powered from here. That'll start making all of our DNA capsules from all of our remains that we got. This is still just unloading stuff, which is great. So now we should have hog remains coming here, right? Are you gonna go there? Is my splitter working? It's beautiful. And we'll have another merger right here. Right? Are you connected? There. You're gonna be making 20 a minute, which is fine. Because we'll make another piece. Oh, this is not going to be as pretty as I want it to be, is it? Okay, how far out do these go? Just barely. That. I need to be out that way. Alright, this doesn't go here. I lied to you. Ew. We're gonna run these, and then it'll be facing the other direction. This doesn't go here either. It'll actually be like this. I think this will be better, and we'll just make some more foundations, which is fine. This needs to be DNA capsules. Again, you go here. I'm sure you can have those now. We're gonna make this another, let's see, how far out? How far out does this go? This far. So that, oh hey, there's a slug over there I've just never gotten, huh? I don't know that we need to come back this far. We're gonna. And now, we'll do another one of these with the out coming this way. Is there good? There is fine. This just be recycling. This would actually be one of these, and it'll be, I think there's a recycling sign, right? Recycling. There we go. So now we'll take our recycling of things we need to, oh, this needs to be turned back on. Yeah. Right. Yeah. So then we'll have something come out of here, and then I had this one as a Mark III earlier. I don't know why, but I do. We're gonna come here, then we'll turn this way. And this will connect right there, I think. Oh, this is, what did I do? Like I had a smart splitter. I need a merger. That's what I need. Just live on that middle. And so then these will run into an awesome sink, which is under special awesome sink. Boom. Let's see how many tickets we're at right now. That's not going to tell me. And this will be boom. We got 15 tickets right now. So this is going to go up, which is great. The only problem now is we are missing a place to get tickets out here, but I think that's all right. So now I can also, when I have too much of something, like, oh, look at all this quick wire, get it out. The quick wire will then come through, join up with the alien DNA, and go straight into our sink. So it is our recycling. I already forgot how many tickets I had. I think I was at 4, maybe. I already forgot. That's all right. Yeah, look at that. That's full. So these are going to probably be backed up some. Those can go on for a while. Since we have the splitter, no, since we have the sloop. Oops, I don't want this. You have this. The sloops turns one of those into 2 of the protein packs, which are gross. And then the 2 protein packs turn into, or the 1 protein pack turns into 2 DNA capsules. I think we've talked about this already. So 1 remain is worth 4 DNA capsules, which is awesome. All right, let's go ahead and, I don't even know that I'm gonna have a wall here. I'm gonna do this anyway. Actually, I want to do this and have it, because I don't know what's gonna come of this wall. This, oh no. Where does this is here. So we'll just need to run this down. This here. Connect. And this needs to, this goes there into there. So this needs to go, this whole thing needs to go away. And this connects to here. This connects to here. This connects to there. There we go. All right. It's Udimus. My light's on again. You lost power. Why did you lose power, I wonder? Where did I mess that up? This connects to that. Why does this go to here? This goes to here. Let's run upstairs. I can actually do it from here. Please? I would love to go up. I would love to go up some more. Oh, what have I done? I don't know what just happened. So this connects over. Oh yes. So this needs to go to here now. Not here. So then that should have turned those back on, I think. Yes. All right. Now we're going. We're getting so many tickets. I think we were at 4. I already don't remember. We're now at 20. We're going to be able to use those for good stuff. All right. Sloop room is Sloop. Next, we are going to do Operation Pretty Stuff Up more. I think we're going to focus on over here right now, since I'm going to be pretty much redoing that whole mess over there. Ooh, excuse me. And I have discovered, since you and I talked last, a YouTuber by the name, nope, this way, of It's Kibbits, and he is incredible in what he does. The way he builds and does things. I'm actually just going to do this. And you're going to get out of here. The way he builds and does things, I think, is just... Oh, yeah, I never showed this off. I think it's super cool how he does stuff. How he builds with, like, brutalism. Speaking of brutalism, this red in here is awesome now. But he just, like, it's just, with his stuff, it's just all big and angles and stuff. I don't know how to talk about architecture, but I really enjoy the way he has built his things, and I'm gonna maybe try to take at least some inspiration from what he's done. You want a gate here? Yeah, I do want a whole gate. I like the gates. Yeah, I like the gates. We also need to put our little cover around the gates, I think. Team connector. Run you just across to there. Oh, why did you do that? There we go. Now we need to do some more walls here. But yes, that's the YouTuber I've been spending more time watching. Why am I not slooping this? Or zooping this? Lately, I really enjoy the way he does things. I enjoy the way he builds. I enjoy the looks of his builds. I'm going to try in some way to emulate that with what we do over here. What we're doing over here is going to be a little different because it's all going to be, I mean, this is going to be open air for the most part, at least so this fella can get out, because it is important for him to get out and adventure. So let's see, let's go ahead and actually wait, I wanted to at least be able to see this. So we should do some tilted walls. Can't do this. Oh, I can't do it because I'm in the way. This is going to be, we're going to have to cheat this a little bit, I think. There we go. Send this across. Oh, that looks nice. That fit in perfectly. So then maybe I don't want that. I do want this same thing here. And same for over here, maybe? There is just a great amount of trial and error with this kind of making your stuff look good stuff. I think what I could do is, no, that wouldn't work over here. I was going to put some supports in the corners, but that would eliminate my path to over here. I think I do need, though, this should be a corner right here. Please, just go where I need you to go. Thank you. And you need to be a junction there. There we go. That way, at least when we run out, we won't accidentally, like, fall to our death or whatever is going to end up being behind there. How does that look from inside? Oh, it doesn't look wonderful. I probably should actually put some paths around my storage here. Would probably be actually a good idea. And maybe that would end up with a second entrance over here. Yeah. That's why. Yeah, yeah. We could do this again. We could actually just. We could actually. No, it doesn't need to be perfect. Perfect square. Wall. Thank you. Wall. And then run wall. Actually, not run wall. I'll run wall to there. Run wall. Is that a twofer? I'm falling. That's okay. I've fallen. Do I have quick wire in here? I don't. Take 4 stacks of quick wire and put them in there. What was I doing? This. I was going to put another one of these, but I think maybe just a half. This is a secondary entrance for whatever reason. Nope, give me this. Nope, give me the... Thank you. I don't know why that was weird. And then I think this one will leave because this is like, this is our side entrance. It's not the main entrance. But yes, I want to have this at least. So I think we're going to run past behind. I don't need these over the top. I want to put maybe a walking path over the top. Is that what I want? Oh, shoot. I have that. Is that okay? That actually is fine for right here. Zoop, dang you. Zoop kid's afraid to leave his zoop. Thank you, thank you. I'll be here all week. That's very funny. For those of you who watched Hey Arnold 30 years ago. For those of you that didn't, you'd have no idea. But just know that Zoop Kid is afraid to leave his zoop. Is this what we need here? Why didn't I put a full wall right there? Does anybody remember? I don't remember. So we're going to put a full wall there. And something is going to happen, or it's not. We're coming together a little bit here. I think we're going to have kind of a inverted... Is inverted the right word? Probably not. No, we're just going to have an uppy. And we're going to run and like have our ceiling maybe end here for the time being. Whatever that ceiling that's going to go over these looks like. Clicky, clicky, clicky. We'll have an angled, like stair-step angled roof. And we'll need, again, we just want to make sure we have room for you to fly away. And I want to, for some reason, I want to have like walking paths above these. We're going to need to have like railings that go between. Oh, we could do... If I do... Well, nope. Organization. Label signs. If I zoop... Can I zoop with label signs? Will that like... There's an idea. Run these along the bottom. Have some lighting. Have no text. And have you be kind of a soft... Nope. This way. This way. Have it be like a green? I do like green. How do I find a good... I need to find a good... Hold on, I'm going to do a Google here. Oh, wait, do we have any green presets? No. I want a green, good green color code. Here we go. Shades of green. You can't see this, but I'm looking at it. I want... Ooh, that mantis green I kind of like. 74C365. So let's do that. How does that look? Do I want full emission strength? No, I don't actually. Have a little, just a little something there. that just runs right along the edge underneath all these. It works as light, and it also works as a barrier so you don't end up walking over the side. Using these signs as lights is like kind of a game changer. Oh, is that gonna then run off the edge there? Yeah. Don't have a 3. I have a 3 and a 2. So the 2 might be what we do. No, we need 3. Can I still copy paste? No, I can't. Set colors. I want this one again. Select. Oh wait, I can save this as mantis green. There we go. Then I can just come to here and do the same thing I did before. No text, no nothing. Oops. Colors are white on the top and mantis green with a... Did I have a mission strength 2 or I had 1? There. Now I need to do something different with my signs though. I think they would look better like that. So that's going to be a thing we end up doing. But first we're going to put the rest of these down. Okay, that doesn't look too bad. Again, I'm going to end up doing something different with these signs. I think I'm going to have something similar to this instead of that. Oh, I wonder. Now I want to look. Nope, we're still making, huh? We still have a lot of stuff. Good. You still have 8 and you still have 9. How many do you run a minute? Just 10? That's okay. We make 40 a minute. 40 a minute. Do you all make 40 a minute? Wow. You really could back this thing up if we had a lot. Maybe I should take some up. It doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. I was going to try to over-efficientize that, but next, I'm going to try to put, again, for some reason, I'm going to put walkways over this. I want to do, what kind of roof do I want to do? Foundations. Architecture is where roofs is. Needs to be a 4 meter, at least at this piece. Ooh, I wonder if maybe on the back, maybe we want to have, let's do this, and we'll do, it's 1, here we go. So here we go, like this. Ooh, it's not going to be even. That's okay. Let's actually take this back wall here, and we can, there's a way we can mess with windows to make like less smaller windows. So if I do like, if I just run this all the way down, we can do, I think if we layer over some like basic wall. No, you're not gonna let me do that? There's a way. If I do this, and I go, are you gonna red? No, you're not. I'm gonna have to do that one at a time. I want to do, here's what I want to do. Let me show you what I want to do. I want to do one there, and one here. So it's just like a little window that comes in. How does that look at from the outside? Because that looks like it's going to take some doing to get done. Oh yeah, I like that a lot. Okay, that's what we're going to do there. We will mirror it on the other side, as I am wont to do with things. So let's get our full framers. Just zoop for me, please. We'll have our those roofs. Zoop for me, please. And then I want to get on top of that. Is that going to be a difficult? No, I have to go around. But from here, over the top, I want standard roof, architecture roof, just flat roof. I want flat roof. And then I want, oh, I thought I would have, we'll need these. Why won't you? You will. Thank you. I appreciate it. Want those. Oh, I just had another thought. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Let's go 1, 2, 3 space. 1, 2, 3 space. Nope. 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 That ain't it. Want to have some like skyline situations. It's this, it's this, and it's that. That's better. And then we just do glass foundations. I mean, have to zoom. We'll have to do a little bit of. Yeah, we'll have to. It's not gonna be perfect, but it's gonna be. And then I think from here, I want to do this all the way down to there. Perfect. Okay. I think we'll end up doing a little bit more over the top here. Not sure what that's going to be yet, but I'm going to work on it. And, oh, we can also do for lights. Which, like, we have, like, lights that we could use. But also, beautiful. I want to, I need to, in order to get them at an angle, I'll need to use the beams. If I did this, oh, I thought I could. Maybe there's a way that I don't know. Is it a metal beam I need to do it with? I don't know. There's a way to do it. I don't remember what it is. Diagonal. That's how. When I set that, it's in the middle. And then I would put up our... I should have done this on the other end. Put up some lighting in the back over there. Did I get it? Nope. Behind. There we go. Running. And I can put that on there. Perfect. For a little bit of extra light back here. Okay, we have a path forward. So, we're going to go ahead and call it. I forgot to say, before we left, we ended up with 49 coupons and 140 more power shards. Awesome. Oh, hey. Here's some stuff. I hope you've had a good day today. I hope you have a better day tomorrow. And we will see you in the next one. See you.